Well, hello there friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing the ultimate road trip family packing guide or something like that. And I'm crawling on my bed like a weirdo. While I do have a plan for this video, I can promise you it's gonna be chaotic because I have a lot of tips, a lot of things that I want to share, and I think knowing me, I'm just gonna share it when it pops in my head again. So this video is gonna be real chaotic, but I also feel like it's gonna be really helpful. So if you're going on a road trip with kids or even not and just want some packing advice, I think this video will be very helpful, and I will not be sitting on the bed like this the whole video. So the first tip I'm gonna share is the most obvious one, which is to make a list of everything that you need to pack. And I start doing this weeks in advance, start making my list, and you know, as the weeks go on, when I think of something new, I'll add it to the list. I'm a weirdo who loves spreadsheets, and so I do this in a Google spreadsheet, and this way I can also make the list, and then I put mine and my kids' names across the top, and then I can cross it off. I'm able to, you know, get this organized for every single person, not including my husband. I don't know if you consider this a tip or not, but I don't worry about my husband. He's an adult. He can take care of his own stuff. And like, I'll remind him of certain things that I know are necessary or anything that he may not be aware of for that trip, but he's a grown adult. He can pack himself. I just worry about myself and the kids. So here's the fun fact about me. I don't have any regular size suitcases. The only suitcases that we own are these two carry-on sized ones. And I will say, these are like the best suitcases, you know, ever. My parents gave these to me and my husband years ago for Christmas one year, and they have lasted us forever. My husband and I took these to Scotland. I packed for like 12 days in Scotland in this one suitcase. I absolutely love these. I will try to find a similar suitcase and link it down below, but because these are years old, I can't give you these exact ones. Also, I'm pretty sure my parents got them at Costco. I think that's what they told me, but also just knowing my mom, that's probably where she got it. We're gonna pack these two suitcases. This one is gonna be for my kids. This one is gonna be for me. And yes, I mentioned these are the only two suitcases we own, which means my husband doesn't get one, but we have tons of duffel bags, so that's what he gets to use. I am looking to buy another one for my kids. We just haven't gotten around to that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So probably my next biggest packing tip is using packing cubes. I have two sets. These ones are mine, these ones are my kids. And clearly I overpack because this is for, you know, 3 children, and all of this, plus this one, are for me. Here's the thing, I'm pretty sure that I packed a total of like 14 outfits and dresses for myself for like a 7-day trip. So completely unnecessary. I don't even have an explanation for this, but you know, I went a little crazy. For kids, I always pack at least 2 extra outfits just in case of accidents or something like that. But like this top bag has a total of 30 pairs of underwear for 3 kids for 7 days, and my kids, you know, have been potty trained for years and don't have accidents. So I'm an overpacker. I don't know what to say. It's a sickness, I guess. I also think it's really important to organize your packing cubes. So for me, this bottom one, this biggest one, is for all my pants and my dresses. This one is for shirts. It also has my pajamas in there. This one has all my gym stuff. And then this one is like swimsuits and sports bras. So for my kids, this entire bag is just Aria's stuff. This one is Mikkel's stuff. And this one is Zoe's stuff, plus Aria's swimsuits, because Aria got, you know, the smallest one, so there wasn't room. Also, Aria's jacket is not in any of these, but she has the smallest jacket of anyone, because she's my youngest. So, you know, we can find space for that, it's fine. Sorting it by kid is really nice when we get to our destination, because then my kid knows this is their bag, all of their stuff is in this bag, and then they can deal with it themselves. Yeah, and then this one is all their socks and underwear. They know whose is whose, that's fine. And I brought a million extras because I'm crazy. I also have this amazing bag, which I am absolutely obsessed with. And it is for all of my toiletry items. And I love this bag because I can just like hang it up on like a towel hook, and I can see all my makeup, all my beauty products. I absolutely love this. Now I will be linking everything that I can down below. So these packing cubes, I found the link for. I found the link for this. They're all off Amazon and I love them and I highly recommend them. So now it's time to play Tetris, and this is not gonna be easy because, as I mentioned, I absolutely overpacked. So, wish me luck. I'm actually really impressed. I also have a small space here and a small space over here. So I do need to fit Aria's jacket in here, so I can throw that in there. I could maybe put their shoes in here. I was planning to put their shoes in a separate bag, but they actually might fit. So maybe we'll do that. All right, now some of you may be wondering where I was gonna put my shoes, or, you know, this bag that I talked about. But on a road trip, you can't really do this on a flight, but on a road trip, I always bring this duffel for my shoes and beauty products. Right here, I have a total of 6 shoes that I want to bring, but that's kind of a lot. I don't think I've ever brought that many shoes. But like, I really want all of them, because like this one is for running. These ones are for hiking. These are for everyday walking around. These are for when we go to the lake, because they can get wet. These are for everyday walking around, plus they're waterproof. And then these are, you know, my favorite everyday walking around. So like, I don't know which ones to pick. I don't have shoes directly on my bed. I know people get concerned about stuff like that. These are on a pillowcase. Okay, I think I decided that I'm only gonna bring the running shoes, which I can also use for hiking, the water sandals, and my vesties. And this is a special bag. My in-laws gave it to me. I think they got it off Amazon. And it's where I stick my shoes so that, because, you know, shoes are dirty and they get dirty, and then they won't be, you know, touching everything else in my bag. And then I just have this, stick it in my duffel. All right, let's talk a little bit more about this bag. Now, I cannot fully pack this bag because I will be putting all my makeup in it, and I will be doing my makeup tomorrow morning before we leave on our trip. Tomorrow morning, before we leave on our trip, I hang, it has the hook, so I hang it up in my bathroom, and as I'm putting on my makeup, I put on the product and then I put it in here instead of putting it directly away. So for me, all my makeup goes in these top 2 pockets and this bottom pocket. And I typically just stick with all my normal makeup products and makeup routine. I don't have a huge makeup regimen. So there was a time where I used to just go to the store and buy whatever travel size shampoo and conditioner was available, but I no longer do that because I am so strict about the products I put on my hair now. And so I have been using the same shampoo and conditioner for years, as well as my body wash. And so I make sure that I pack that. I have them in these reusable containers. This all came together, not the razor. The razor did not come with it. But this bag, and it came with 4 bottles, but I have no use for the 4th bottle. I have them labeled. I did a little trick in my head that makes no sense, where it's like blue shampoo, green clean, that's the body wash, and then pink is conditioner, because it just is. And I like to keep all of these in this bag, in my big bag, just in case of any spills. However, you can probably see all of these products have a press and seal wrap on it. I feel like this one's upside down because, like, why was it sticking to the top? But that also helps keep it secure. And these press and seal wraps that I cut out, they have been on these for over a year and they've lasted, and I just keep reusing them because it's on the same product, so I never take it off. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the road trip aspect. When we go on a road trip, I always prepare a basket of snacks to keep readily available for me and my kids. I have bags of pretzels that have our names on them, and then I just have a bunch of veggie straws, goldfish, and deep down applesauce. I personally avoid anything with chocolate or fruit snacks that could kind of melt because it gets hot in cars. I don't want anything that can melt or get too messy. This one can be risky, so be aware of that. I would much rather deal with the crumbs of all of these things, pretzels, goldfish, whatever. I'd much rather deal with the crumbs that are easy to vacuum up than a spill. Yesterday, I made sure to completely clean out my car, vacuumed it out, got rid of all of the trash, so it is, you know, ready for us to go in and make another mess. I also equip all of my kids with their backpack filled with goodies. Now, I always make sure they get something new, so for this trip, I bought each of them a new coloring book. So this is for Aria, and I love these Colorform activity kits. So you can get these at the dollar store. So this is just $1.25, and I got one for each of my kids, and it's just like a poster board with a bunch of stickers, and they can place them and they take them off, replace them. They're removable stickers, and they can make their own sticker story. So this is something that I really love. I also got them just a sketch pad of blank pages, and they each get their own loot box of crayons. They will also have their Amazon Fire tablets, so they'll have those and their headphones. So they will be occupied with coloring and games and snacks, and so my kids will survive this trip. I also like to make a fun playlist that includes both music my kids like as well as music that me and my husband like. So it's about half and half, you know, Disney kids shows, which I'm a huge Disney fan. I love Disney music too. And then the other half is, you know, modern day music and what me and my husband listen to, which my kids sometimes like some of those too. My kids like a couple Taylor Swift songs, so, you know, crowd pleasers all around. Except for my husband, who doesn't like Taylor Swift. Shame on him. I should also address this giant bag that I brought over. We are going to a lake, and so I recently bought this bag from Target, and I am so happy with it. This has all of our towels in it, and they're very contained, and I can use this both on the trip but also in the car. And then I have a couple beach toys. I got these from the dollar store. I know this bag is confusing, but I bought one of these for each of them, and it comes with a shape that you can make in the sand, as well as a shovel or like a little rake. So I have 3 of these, and they're all different shapes. I also have all of my kids' water shoes in this bag. These are so cute, and they're from Target as well. I just realized I forgot to buy more sunscreen, which is something that I needed to do. I do have a little bit of sunscreen right there. I do also have, what are they called? Puddle jumper floaters for each of my kids. those I don't pack in anything specific. Those are just kind of throw it in the trunk, see where they land. It'll be fine. All right, some more miscellaneous items that I'm bringing. I have this, which is complicated to explain, so I guess I'll show you. But you wear it like this, and it has a seat, so you can have your child sit. You can hold your child and they sit on this. This is complicated. Let me grab a child. Okay, so you see how she can just kind of sit on this and it puts less pressure on me to hold her. So this is for when we go on our hikes, because I know she's gonna get too tired to hike, right? Yeah, so this, like, look, my arms are out. I'm barely holding her. Thank you for your help. I feel like this is a good option to have if your trip ends up with a lot of walking, and then you can carry your child and make it a little bit easier on yourself. I also have this, which I showed in a previous video. It is a full-size cot for my youngest child. A lot of hotels just have, you know, like twin beds, and I have 3 kids. So my twins will usually share a bed, and then Ari is kind of on her own. And so we bought her this bed, and it comes with this, which is a, let me pull it out. It's a fitted sheet, and it comes with a pillow as well. So it's got a pillow, fitted sheet. We're gonna bring an extra padded blanket to put under it as well to make it extra comfortable. But I think that this is a really fun option to have if you're like me and have 3 kids and sleeping situations can be a little bit messy. I will link this down below, $35. I highly recommend it. I guess something you might be curious about with this road trip is to know what kind of car I have. I have a Honda Pilot. It does have 3 rows of seats. However, we don't use the 3rd row, so it's down, and I have a huge trunk. So we are very lucky, and I don't have to think as much about space, but that is always something that I try to think of. It's one of the reasons why I prefer using carry-ons instead of big suitcases. I just try to, you know, consolidate all our stuff as much as I can. Here's a random road trip / travel hack. Get baby wipes. I don't care if your kids are adults, you will find uses for these, I promise you. So keep one in your car, take one into the hotel with you. Like, you will need these, and be grateful you brought them. All my kids are potty trained, so it's not like I use diapers. I don't need baby wipes, but we always have a pack in our house because they are so useful, and they're not super expensive if you know where to look. You can get them at the dollar store, but I did not. I bought a 3-pack of these from Target. They weren't too expensive, and since my kids aren't in diapers, they do last me a long time. So get baby wipes. They're gonna be helpful, I promise. I also always make sure to have multiple things of hand sanitizer in my car, in my purse. When we make pit stops, when we want snacks, we can always wash our hands first. I was just getting as many things in my beauty bag that I could, and I wanted to share another tip. I tend to write out everything that I can't forget to add to it in the morning, and like put it on a PostIt note on my mirror. So like deodorant, because I will be using that in the morning. That's something that I tend to forget. So I wrote that down, it's on my mirror, so then I can remember. So stuff like that, stuff that I use in the morning, but I tend to like forget about. So yeah, all my makeup, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, those little things that I'm gonna use in the morning, I write it down to make sure I don't forget them. So I pulled up my packing list on my phone, and I'm gonna go over some things that may be missed or that I find useful for road trips. All my chargers, I got, you know, a laptop charger, phone charger. I bring a portable charger that I can charge my phone on the go. I have my Fitbit charger, camera battery charger, because I will be vlogging on my trip, so stay tuned for that. My girls have their tablets, so I have to bring those chargers as well. I will usually get a bag, like a makeup bag, and put all of the chargers in one spot so that they're all contained and I know where to find them easily. Medicine and vitamins. I always bring ibuprofen on trips. just in case I get a headache. I tend to get more headaches on vacation than I do at home. So I always bring ibuprofen. Ooh, here's one. I don't bring like a straightener, blow dryer, any of that. I just bring heatless curl things. So for instance, these are heatless curls, or I guess waves. They're not, you know, curly. Last night I did my hair in a certain way and then I woke up and it looks like this. So I do have a whole video on heatless curls, so I'll link that down below, but I do want to update that because this was done in a way that was not in that video. I'm a huge fan of heatless curls, so especially on vacations, I don't bring any heat tools because they're just bulky, get in the way. My hair will never be straightened on a vacation. Sound machine, this is a big one for me. My kids need a sound machine to sleep. I need a sound machine to sleep. I always make sure that I bring one for my kids, and then if I'm not near them and need my own, I actually have an app on my phone that has a sound machine that I love. It's called White Noise Baby Sleep. It's a really good app because it has tons of different noises. I think on that app I use the brown noise and not white noise. I don't know why, that's just my preference. At home on our personal sound machine, I use gray noise, that's my preference. But this app, this is what it looks like. It has so many, there's, what's, a cat purring? I guess this could be helpful for someone. I really like this app and I will try to link it down below because it's free, and especially on vacations I struggle even more to sleep than I do at home, so having a sound machine helps me a ton with that. On the topic of sleep, I will sometimes bring melatonin gummies for my children because they struggle to sleep in a new environment on like the first night or two. If they're really struggling, we'll give them a melatonin that is made for kids. They're made for kids, not for adults, and it can help them get to sleep. Hello friends, I forgot to close out this video, so I'm gonna make a quick outro right now. I am currently on my vacation in Jackson Hole, and I do want to say that this was a 5-hour road trip and it was the easiest car ride with my kids I have ever experienced. So these tips are amazing, they work. My husband and I, we have another road trip planned for the end of this year, and it's like a 10-hour road trip. And so we were kind of nervous about it, but after this one, we're feeling a bit more confident. So these tips work, they work well. We have everything we need. We didn't forget a single thing. So it's been great. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I know it was really long. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like and please subscribe for more. And my next video should be this vacation, so stay tuned for that. It'll be great. Bye guys, love you.